gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Here we go. Set. Pull.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Porter. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action, Lawrence.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They run with Powell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Porter trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Bray. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Bray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to look in there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
To throw on 2nd down, Bray. And this will be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
By John Franklin Myers. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This is Howard on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go with Howard again. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Try the right side with Howard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Bray. He finds his man, complete. That's Collier. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A final shot before break. Bray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Bray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down. Bray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, it's Porter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Ready?
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Howard. And some room to roam now. 82 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. A give left side to Howard. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 26. That one good for 33 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Bray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Bray. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But to throw again is Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Out. Opposite. Lock it, lock it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
10 yards.
Up the middle they go. Porter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Well, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bray. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Bray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 20, Giants 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The give to Howard running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Howard up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. But if you step...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature.